Hi, this is Dana Susan Beasley of angelarts.biz. Welcome to my Blessings Devotional. Today I'm going to be talking about Psalm 4. Answer me when I call, O God, defender of my cause. You set me free when I am hard pressed. Have mercy on me and hear my prayer. You mortals, how long will you dishonor my glory? How long will you worship dumb idols and run after false gods? Know that the Lord does wonders for the faithful. When I call upon the Lord, He will hear me. Tremble then and do not sin. Speak to your heart in silence upon your bed. Offer the appointed sacrifices and put your trust in the Lord. Many are saying, Oh, that we might see better times. Lift up the light of your countenance upon us, O Lord. You have put gladness in my heart, more than when grain and wine and oil increase. I lie down in peace, and once I fall asleep. For only you, Lord, make me dwell in safety. I read that just a few minutes ago for a review of this devotional, and it still just speaks to me so much. In this psalm, it doesn't directly say anything about the word bless or blessings, but it really speaks to me of what the blessing life is all about. So what does God say about blessings in this psalm? He is the defender of my cause. He sets me free when I am hard pressed. And a couple years ago, I was hard pressed when I wrote this, and I'm still hard pressed today. But He is going to set me free. He has mercy on me, and He hears my prayers. This is so comforting when things seem so out of control around me. He answers when I call, and even more than that, He does wonders for the faithful. I can count on this promise. This is a balm to my soul, especially, today I had a kind of blow to me. Something happened that kind of sent me spinning for a while, but then I went back to this psalm, and it all made sense to me. He does wonders for the faithful. I can count on this. He hears me when I call upon Him. Wow, I am not alone. I'm not desperate. He is with me. In fact, it says He lifts up the light of His countenance on me, the light of His presence. That is amazing. He puts gladness in my heart. He makes me dwell in safety. The number one thing I take away from this psalm is that His presence is a light and a blessing to me. Especially in the midst of all this turmoil I'm experiencing. The whole world is in turmoil these days. You can't turn on the news without hearing some horrible story. But His presence is a light to me, no matter what I'm going through, no matter what the world is going through. He can put gladness in my heart, even though I am facing a lot of challenges. Now, lately I've been calling them monsters because I had this dream a few months back that I was going to be facing monsters, but I'm not facing them alone. I'm facing them with God by my side. Yes, I am overwhelmed, sometimes especially with tiredness and fatigue. And sometimes, some days, everyday life seems impossible to me. He can fill my life with wonders so that my enemies will be stunned. So these are some great promises in Psalm 4, especially in light of these times that we're living in, and in light of my own life and what's happening in my life. So what is my response? This is what I see in the psalm over and over again: to call on Him, to be faithful, to not sin, to fear God, to speak God's affirmations. That is so important. To speak God's promises into my heart all the time. What goes on between here and here, that is where the battle takes place. It's in the mind, because what my mind believes is what my heart is going to believe, and then that is going to result in actions. And if I am believing and taking in negative thoughts, then that's going to result in negative actions. So saying His promises, affirmations, is so important. That's why I do read a psalm every single day. I meditate on it every single day. I do exercise to scriptural affirmations. It's just, I have to soak this in. the Word in so that I can function, and not only function, but do what God's called me to do on a daily basis. That's what I have to do. And it is vital, it's essential. So that's where the battle begins, is in the mind. And those affirmations are so important. I've really recognized that. Now, the other thing that I need to do is offer myself daily, hourly, to put my trust in Him. I offer everything to Him. My house, my homeschooling, my business, the challenges that I face, my marriage, it's all His anyway. And it's something that I have to remember constantly, especially when things get overwhelming. Okay, it belongs to You, Lord. My plans are Yours. You direct me. What I have to do on a daily, hourly basis is trust in Him step by step. Trust that He will show wonders in my life, and He will shine through my life most of all. And when I do that, then I can lie down in peace, and I can realize that it is He who makes me to dwell in safety. That seems so opposite of what the world offers today. The doom and the gloom, the horrible news, it's all around us, but He can make us lie down in safety, and we can be at peace. No matter what our circumstances, no matter what, when He is with us, we can conquer, we can overcome, because we can be victors, not victims. So it's a matter of having that determination that I'm not going to let this stuff get me down. I'm going to work on it and trust in Him step by step, and that He will show me a time of wonders, and He will work through me. So those are some of the things that I gleaned from Psalm 4. It's such a powerful psalm. I was really struggling this morning. In fact, I went to church and I had a really bad attitude, I have to confess. I had heard some news and I wasn't very happy, and then I was praying before the sermon and reading a psalm again. Psalms, I eat psalms up. And then the sermon came, and he talked about Jesus returning and being ready, and it just put it all in perspective. You know, what I'm going through, it doesn't matter. You know, I know it's hard right now, but it's going to get better, and there are better times ahead, and I just have to keep trusting in Him and releasing my feelings to Him. So then I came home, fixed lunch for my family, you know, and I decided, well, I'll do this devotional anyway. I don't really feel like it, but I'll do it. And I flipped open to, you know, my journal. This is the journal that I wrote. And I was like, wow, I still need to hear that word today. And maybe that helped you in whatever your situation is. So no matter what, remember that God does work wonders in those who are faithful to Him. And our response, our goal is to trust in Him. So, thank you for joining me. This is Dana Susan Beasley of angelarts.biz. Bye-bye.